We asked Indiana University students their opinions on the NIL ruling as well as the potential employment of student athletes.
Hours go into student athletes' work and what they're doing. It's basically a full-time job. So I definitely think that there should be some form of monetary compensation. So I think NIL is a good thing.
Indiana basketball team, those players, I mean, the amount of ticket sales, everything they get for the university, they bring in for it. Not the fans, not the coaches, it's them. So I think the athletic department needs to take them into consideration when handing out money.
They are putting in twice as much work and should be filed under employment.
We also asked a high school baseball coach his opinion on NIL and whether or not high school athletes should be able to benefit from it.
It's an interesting time. It's an interesting discussion. You have people like Nick Saban right now who are really fighting against it because, again, I think it is doing a lot of good because those kids in college, they should be able to benefit from their likeness and what they're doing on the field and on the court. But the system itself just needs to get better. You have kids right now where we've turned college sports into more of an actual money-making system, whereas previously it was more development. So you have kids at the end of the year, they're not really focused on going back to their coaches and saying, hey, how can I get better? What do we need to do to win next year? They're coming back to their coaches and they're saying, how much money am I going to make next year? How much are you going to pay me? It's a disservice to all the programs out there, and it's a disservice to the kids themselves too. Kids, that have been making decisions, based on money and all of the things that surround the NIL stuff. Kids should base their decisions more on what environment suits them best, what coaches suit them best even, rather than going straight for, hey, this is how much money I'm going to be making, rather than taking into consideration, all of the things that go into playing at the collegiate level and what's going to set them up best for the future. In college, they haven't even figured out NIL deals on their side of things yet. So to complicate things even further, when most of these kids are just happy to be out here playing baseball, no, I don't think so.